Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go, gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die, I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, when you do the fun, done go. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from his monstrosity.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Build a wall, no, we will not let you go. Build a wall, we will not let you go. Build a wall, we will not let you go. Let me go, will not let you go. Let me go, will not let you go. Let me go. No. Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has the devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stone me and sing my life? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199, and I am happy to see all of you here tonight. And this is the second CobraCast of the day, and I'm sure we got a lot more to cover because there's been a lot more that's happened in just the few hours that I was live earlier. My fourth stream of the day. So we had Geeks Gamers Daily. Then we had CobraCast, then Open Bar with a Critical Drinker, and now back to CobraCast because that's how we roll. Now, a couple things. I got to do some square ups from earlier super chats. I will get to those, so I apologize for not getting to those. I had to bounce and get over to the Critical Drinker stream. During that stream, we did make an announcement that I had just got confirmed. Saturday, MegaCon, noon, our panel. That's right, Saturday, noon at MegaCon will be our panel. So that's the same day as the meetup. So we're going to have the panel at noon on Saturday, February the 8th. And then that night we have the meetup. I'm gonna work on getting an article written over on geeksgamers.com tonight. Have all of the details laid out for everybody. So I am excited. MegaCon is going to be incredible. So let's freaking go. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Good to see all of you here tonight. Forrest through the trees for a 50. He dropped a big 50. Why is it not showing up in my my StreamYards? Forest through the trees for 50. Says, tell Drinker I'm not a fucking asshole he needs, but the one he deserves. I wish I could have contributed more to the interstellar argument verbally, but it was hilarious getting them all stirred up. Hope to meet you all at the con. Yes, let's do it. I cannot wait. Yes, man, and I appreciated your super chat that got the conversation rolling. Yeah, Interstellar, my favorite movie of all time. That's probably never going to change. And I love that movie unconditionally. And I'm very happy that movie is only getting better with time. More and more people have, not that it was hated when it came out. There was a ton of love for that movie when it came out. It did huge numbers at the box office. And the more time passes, the more people are starting to love that movie. And that's because it's a great fucking film. And but yes, thank you, Forest of the Trees. I appreciate it. Lapco says Bill Whittle would like to get you to get in touch with you guys about guessing on FNT sometime. Would be a good guess. He knows Gary but lost his email address. Okay, I'll mention it to Gary. For sure. I don't know what's going on with my phone right now. Ministry of Wrong Things says, can a brother get a download link to that opening? If you go to the channel, like mods drop whenever we run that intro, the channel that originated from, that I got permission to play, you can go straight to that channel and get it. I'm sure mods have the links and they can drop it. Maximus BT for a 99-cent super chat. Thank you. Warren Smith, $15. What's up, Warren? Thanks all for the prayers. My dad is not on life support now and seems to be stable. Great news. I'm so happy, sad at the same time. 199 has helped me feel much better. Jeremy is the best fig boss ever. 199. Thanks, Warren, and glad to hear that, man. So your dad is not on life support anymore and seems to be in stable condition. That is fantastic news. So happy to hear that, and keep us posted, man. So we appreciate you, brother. That's good to hear. Brock dropped a gifted membership. Not one, not two, oh wait, it was just one. What's up, Brock? Dropped in a gifted membership, and even if it's just one, that means we have to take a swig of water for the working man. There we go. Swig of water for the working man. Staying hydrated for Brock. Maximus VT says, where my breets at? Ken Lipson says, you rule, J-Dog. Thank you. Eric K says, how many videos did you make for Geeks and Gamers and Cobra? None, not today. Enoch Amon says, did you visit Crystalwood? No. I'm shockingly enough, no. I have not visited Crystalwood yet. Earlier, JRG Projects for 10 says the UK was never our ally. Argentina and El Salvador are more worthy of that title. I think I did read this one earlier. From cracking down on MS-13 to making Bitcoin a reserve currency, their agenda is far closer to MAGA Poland too. Let's see. Aberjam says, on behalf of the British, we absolutely recognize the Gulf of America. 8 o'clock says, I imagine if I could walk around the hospital at work as 8 o'clock with the silly anime dog profile picture. Hashtag not a furry. Kelyoth, is it Kelyoth? I think I say that right. Melania Trump did sue The View last week for $100 million. Did she? Okay, I was not aware of that. Vunder Guy says, it's funny you mentioned President Trump as king of the world when that's exactly what Donald means in, is it Gaelic? As a matter of fact, speaking of that, okay, so this is some interesting news right here, all right? A constitutional amendment has been filed allowing President Trump to seek a third term in office. This is from a Tennessee congressman that has filed this amendment. Now, I think that this is going to be a huge uphill battle, and I don't really love the timing of this. I wish they would give it a little more time. First of all, I think it's a slippery slope. Like in isolation, 100%. Give me a third term from President Trump. Give me a fourth. Give me a fifth. Trump's going to live until he's 150 years old anyway. So give me, 5 terms of Trump. It's about the precedent that it sets, and it's a dangerous precedent to set. And so I'm really not sure how I feel about that. Like, you get caught up in the moment. And you're like, oh, this would be the greatest thing. But it's like, it's thinking about like, what about down the road? That's the concern. Like you can't think about the moment. You have to think about how it's just like the banning of TikTok and how I say, I don't want to open that floodgate, So it's like, do you really want to open this floodgate? Of course I want a third Trump term, and I'm probably going to be pushing for it. I'm just saying, it's a scary, scary, scary prospect to open that door for stuff in the future down the road. But am I for it? Of course I'm for it. And it's going to break the brains of the left the more that this is just discussed. But I'm telling you right now, Donald Trump is going to be, like, he's already more popular than he's ever been before. In 4 years from now, Donald Trump is going to be so fucking popular that I don't think we're going to be able to process how popular he is because of everything he's going to get done in these next, couple of years. Donald Trump's popularity is going to be absolutely out of this world at that point. And there's going to be so many people calling for Trump 2028. There's going to be so many. So I'm just saying, let's pay attention to how all this goes. But I think that this is more realistic in terms of the discussion than a lot of people probably think that it's just a troll or whatever. I think that this is going to gain an absolutely insane amount of momentum over the next couple of years. I believe that 100%. Brock says, can't let the streamer know your next move. What's up, Brock? Neck Vagina says, why didn't Trump release the Epstein files like he promised? He needs to release all of it now or people are going to get suspicious. Okay. I don't fucking like you. Are you a Trump hater? Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like when people come in here and like they're trying to get a gotcha on me because I'm a Trump supporter, it's just the most cringe shit ever. It's just like the Ripa haters that try to come in here and whine about Ripa. And I'm like, you have to send me a minimum of $50 before I'm going to read your super chats. Okay. That's how I treat it. So if you don't like Trump, that's totally fine. But the fact that you're coming into my stream whining about him means that I think you're fucking a loser. So, Gay Carper says, my name is Jeremy, and I'm going to change things up for D-Day Cobra in 2025. BS, Trump is ratings gold. If you miss a single day of coverage, the king, you fail us all. Yeah, I mean, the people get what the people want around here. I'm just trying to juggle way too many things right now. But you know what? I have a lot of good problems on my plate. So don't feel bad for me. Ministry of Wrong thinks since constitutional amendments take a supermajority of all states to pass, plus imagine Dems being able to add commie pork into the Constitution. No. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's much bigger than just the Trump element. You know what I mean? Let's see. Horde Film says you're cringe, Jeremy. Maybe, but you're watching me. So what the fuck does that say about you? Like, there's literally no one else here but me. The fuck are you watching for if I'm so cringe? I mean, really? Like, that's fine if you think I'm cringe. You're probably right. My question is, why the fuck are you watching me? There's no one else here. It's just me. There's not a whole lot. Okay, fair enough, laughing man. Fair enough. Maybe they're a fan of Jeremy. Maybe they're waiting for that appearance. I get it. Okay. My bad. You're right. Okay. I hear you. All right. That makes a lot more sense now. All right. My apologies. All right. I am cringe. You're waiting for Jeremy. I get it now. My bad. All right. Okay. All right. I'm glad we understand that now. Let me see. Marmillan says a guy bitching about Epstein files sounds like a libertarian. Oh, by the way, I mentioned this on Daily today. So yesterday, people were sending me this tweet. All these people are telling me, like, Jeremy, you just need to understand Dave Smith. You just don't understand. He's such a smart guy. He's such a level-headed guy. You would love Dave Smith if you just listened to him. And then so people sent me this tweet from him. And I'm like, what on earth are people talking about? Am I like living in a different world right now where people are telling me this Dave Smith guy is like level-headed? Let me see if I can find it. I did bookmark it. Yeah, right here. This is the guy that I'm supposed to like think is level-headed. This is in March of last year. This is less than a year ago. Okay? Less than a year ago. This guy says that Donald Trump is a war criminal who should spend the rest of his life in prison. And he said that he's said that countless times. This is the guy that I'm supposed to think is a good guy who has a level head and I should appreciate his takes? Are you kidding me? No, never. But I'm glad he's a big fan of this war criminal, Donald Trump, who's responsible for 500,000 deaths in Yemen. Now he's praising the war criminal. This is the problem when you call someone a Nazi over and over and over again, like the Democrats have called Donald Trump. It makes it impossible for you to praise this person. And if you're praising this person, you're praising literally Hitler. So now Dave Smith is running around celebrating a war criminal that he claims is responsible for 500,000 deaths. So there you go. With that said, I'm done talking about Dave Smith. This right here, done talking about this clown. I didn't even know about this until people sent this to me, and I'm like, okay, there we go. We're done. So yeah, no more of that clown, because that is just absolute insanity right there. That's next level TDS, if I've ever heard it. Chef Nick Nero says, make CobraCast daily. End of fucking story. My effing go-to stream for unbiased news. There's no such thing a Trump hater, only mentally handicapped people. That is true. That is true. Well, thank you, Chef Nick Nero. Listen, I'm doing CobraCast literally just almost like every day now, at least 5 days a week. I'm shooting for 5 days a week. So you guys get what you want around here. Mr. Scott says, all they have to do is say you can only have 2 consecutive terms. Okay, that's fair. Listen, what I'm telling you right now, I've seen the trends of Donald Trump. I've seen the trends of his political rise. I remember in 2015 when he announced, I remember how everyone, including me, didn't take him seriously. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't take Donald Trump, the human being, seriously. I've always had a level of respect for Donald Trump, the businessman, the entertainer, all of that. I didn't take him seriously when he entered the presidential race because I thought that it was a publicity stunt. So that's what I was like, wait a minute. This guy's just trying to, is he building a new hotel? Is he got a new reality show? Like, what's he doing? What is he advertising? So I didn't take him seriously from that perspective. And I think a lot of people didn't take him seriously from that perspective. And then all of a sudden, here we go. And he gets involved and he starts crushing everybody in his path. And it becomes pretty clear this guy's serious. And not only is he serious, he's got a shot. Now, I early on was like, okay, I'm all in on Trump. Let's go Trump 2020, or 2016, whatever. I felt like as I just watching politics over the years, I felt like as the field got closer and tighter, I felt like Jeb Bush was going to win. And the reason I felt like that is because of the establishment. I was like, there's no way they're going to let Trump win. Like, there's no way they're going to allow this guy to win. He's more popular than everyone else, but they're going to pull something like Jeb Bush was the establishment. He had the Bush crime family behind him, all of that. But Trump did it. He absolutely did it. And, now here we are. And, he won in 2016. He didn't win in overwhelming fashion in 2016, but he still won. In 2020, he did win in overwhelming fashion, but we all know what happened. But that's fine. Trump still won in 2020, and he won in overwhelming fashion. But, of course, they did what they did, and so that's fine. Now here we are in 2024, and Donald Trump's run in 2024 is easily the single greatest political story we've ever seen. From everything he went through, from the raids to, the arrest and the indictments, the mugshots, the assassination attempts, it was incredible. And so now he walks in there and he's more popular than he's ever been. He wins the popular vote. He wins the Electoral College. And 3-4 days into his administration now, and this dude is absolutely just doing things that no one has ever done in American political history. And so this is only where does he go from here? Well, it's only going to get better. And so his popularity is only going to rise even more. And so I think in a couple of years from now, the momentum for Trump 2028 is going to be insane. And people need to understand that is going to be a real thing that is going to have a real discussion about what's going to happen. And I don't know what Trump's plan is. I don't think he has a plan for that yet, but that's going to be a real discussion in just a couple of years. So we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, with that said, man, oh man, it's going to be a wild one. Lapco says, I'm really impressed with Trump's first week. The childish Dems claimed the adults were in charge, but daddy's home and he brought his belt. He sure did. Eric K says, first time super Jeremy is an amazing human. Rabbit for 20 says, dude, you killed me on open bar. You asked us to come in and watch and then says, we can't take you guys anywhere after we did a bunch of gay jokes. Also, I can't wait until Drinker destroys Interstellar in his review. Hey, I mean, go for it. But the bottom line is it still doesn't change the fact that Interstellar is now recognized as one of the greatest movies ever by the masses. That's just a fact of the matter. It is. As I said, it's moved up into the top 20. It's like number 18 best reviewed movie on IMDb. And it's the number 7 most reviewed movie in IMDb history. It sold out. It broke records for its IMAX re-release. I think the movie led to like 3 different scientific discoveries. The movie has just completely, blown up over the last decade, and people love it. So I'm completely happy with it. And I don't need my friends to like my favorite movies. I'm not built like that. I don't need anybody to like my favorite movies. So, but yeah. 12 Cents Ronan says, becomes a new member. Thank you. Braid Zone says, what a time to be alive. Let's go. Guy the Guardian 199. In my mind, a president should only get a third term if he has 2 non-consecutive terms. I think they can work that into it. I really do. Sinestro says, let's see. Sinestro is a new member. Thank you, Sinestro. Big, what is your name? Hey, Jeremy, I'm homeless and broke. Yeah, I have a better outlook on life than these TDS people in the world. Let's see. Also, why you got to be so gay and read my name like that? I don't swing like that, sir. I didn't read it because I didn't want to get, I didn't know if I was walking into a trap. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. Thank you though for $10. I appreciate it. NDI says, on a scale of Michael Jackson to Michael Jackson, how badly do you want to be black? I am black from the waist down. It's all good. Aaron Goldstein says, it's pretty simple. Trump made politics mainstream. The difference in total votes from 2012 to now is astounding. The common man wants to vote now. I agree. And I've talked about this before. For those that will get it and some won't, some will. Some will appreciate what I'm about to say. Some will think I'm completely retarded. Welcome to the internet. Donald Trump has done to the American political system what Stone Cold Steve Austin did to the wrestling industry back in the late 90s. Stone Cold Steve Austin completely and fundamentally changed the entire landscape of professional wrestling. He changed the culture. He changed the behavior. He changed the behavior of the wrestlers. He changed everything about it. Literally everything. And that's exactly what Donald Trump has done to the American political system. 100%. And if you've watched wrestling back in the day during the Attitude Era like I did, you'll know that I'm 100% accurate with what I just said. 100% accurate. Like if you go back to 95, 96, and you go look at how wrestling was, how the crowd reacted, how the wrestlers reacted, how all of it was really dry. The audience wasn't really into it. There was no enthusiasm. Fast forward a year or two later into like 97, 98, Stone Cold Steve Austin and his behavior fundamentally changed the behavior of every single person in that arena. You had signs, you had people flipping birds, you had chicks, with their tits hanging out. You had people cussing, you had people telling their boss to go F themselves. It was a cultural shift. And it lasted for a long time. And so that's what Trump has done on a much bigger level, for sure. Yeah, beers fly and everything. It was crazy, man. It was awesome. Wild Bill's LFD says, every time I hear Jeremy say City Walk, I'm imagining the South Park and the Shitty Walk episode. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Rock was great in the Attitude Era. 8 o'clock says, it's because Jeb Bush was dating Taylor Swift at the time, so the RNC needed views. What? By the way, speaking of that, okay, Megyn Kelly has a video that we need to watch. Okay? Megyn Kelly has a video that we need to watch. I think this thing is not just rumblings, okay? It sounds like this could be legit.
Got to spend a minute on the Obamas because there seems to be some momentum picking up in the rumor mill about their marriage. All right, I'm going to bring you what I know. First, on January 15th, in the Substack of Jessica Reed Krause, also known as House and Habit, she's well connected in some circles and worked for RFKJ for a time, right? Didn't she? She was close to RFKJ. Close to. She posts the following. And she's been right about a lot, this gal. Michelle Obama's absence at Jimmy Carter's funeral certainly raised some eyebrows, but yesterday's announcement that she won't be attending Trump's inauguration confirms something is definitely going on between her and Barack. She said whispers about cracks in their relationship have been circulating in D.C. for over a year now, but this feels like the first public proof of a marriage on the rocks. The question now isn't if, but when. If I had to guess, they will wait until after the inauguration to announce it. Timing, is everything. And yet the story doesn't end there. For months, I've heard Jennifer Aniston's name tied to Barack. At first, it seemed ridiculous, but the rumors have remained steady among New York and LA circles. I should reiterate to the audience that Aniston has denied it, saying, I don't even know him. I've seen Michelle more than I've ever seen him. Then Jessica cites a DM she received the day before. Quote, he's with Jennifer Aniston. My old manager, now a friend, is connected to her inner circle. At a gathering with Jennifer's friends, the affair came up casually. Jennifer herself admitted it. They were sitting with a psychic, which makes it sound surreal, but it's...
The Obamas are the biggest frauds in the history of this country. The media lied to you. The media told you they were the all-American family. The media told you that Barry was this great guy. The media lied to you. This is the biggest lie in the history of politics, a world full of lies. They lied to you. They lied to everyone. They made you believe that this was a wholesome American family because they wanted you to see that the wholesome American family is a black family. That's what they wanted you to see. And then Obama ushers in this anti-white rhetoric, pushes identity politics, creates racial division all through the process. 100% the biggest lie ever.
It's definitely not a secret among her closest friends. Then yesterday, Meghan McCain had a discussion about this on her show, suggesting she is hearing the same. She had on Tara Palmieri, who's a reporter, saying, fast and furious loud, I've been hearing this rumor about the Obamas getting a divorce from reputable people. I'm not talking about TMZ, she says. I'm talking about very serious journalists telling me they are hearing that the Obama divorce rumors are true. And Tara, who's a senior political correspondent for Puck, says, I've certainly heard it for a while too, even before Michelle said she wasn't coming to the inauguration. I do not know whether this is true at all, but if it is true, it truly would be a political earthquake in Democrat circles. Never mind America. I don't remember a presidential divorce in modern history. What do you guys make of it?
Oh, man.
So I started hearing murmurs about this a while ago too, and I guess so. I asked Ashbrook, and he confirmed. Ashbrook was like, because he hangs out.
Was
with
a
a lot
psychic
of
there?
I
We
think
did it with a psychic.
Yeah, and so that's the thing is, how awesome must have that situation been that the psychic was like, I see a president in your past that you're currently dating. And she's like, oh, it's Barack. Yeah, you're right.
And then like through the crystal ball, it's like, I'll be there for you.
You remember, how many of you remember Dodgeball? All I can think about is Michelle. You remember? You remember Dodgeball? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I love Dodgeball. Do you remember Michelle? God. Oh, hang on. Here it is right here. Hang on. Open a new tab. God, this is so funny. Here's Michelle right there. Oh no. I don't know why that just jumped into my head, but I was like, Michelle. Oh, I need to watch Dodgeball again. I have not watched Dodgeball in a long time. Here we go.
Jennifer
Aniston. It was her circle of friends there, allegedly discussing this. I mean, we don't know. But
that's how you know it's true.
Is it so
Women
hard
will
to
never keep a
believe?
secret. Like,
I don't know who these guys are, by the way. They come off like tryhards, but I don't know. I don't know who these guys are.
Woman tells another woman, yeah, you can tell me, I'll keep a secret. The phone's already out. No, it's about to hit a group chat. So that is to me, the most conclusive piece of evidence.
Some of you are married. Did you see the post he put out to celebrate her birthday?
Yeah.
Was it her birthday or their anniversary?
Yeah.
He chose the least attractive photo of her that's ever been released. I mean, this is just wrong. Michelle Obama can look very nice in a photograph. This ain't it. She's got the kerchief on her head. They're about 20 feet apart in this intimate dinner. And he looks great. This is classic, right? Like he's like, this is a great picture. He's got the 1,000-watt smile. And she looks terrible. Why would he do this?
Megan, if I posted that photo, I certainly wouldn't be dating Jennifer Aniston.
You'd be a dead man.
I'd be a dead man.
And I've only been married a year, but I've already learned you take the photos, you show it to the wife, and then you distribute it.
Well, no.
It's simple.
The way it works is you take the photo, you show it to the wife, you retake the photo, and then you get and then there's always a couple of.
You got to get the principal to sign off.
Yeah. But let me ask you for real, do you think this is true?
No. So here's the thing, and this is one other theory of the case. Maybe Jennifer Aniston is the Biden's answer to George Clooney here, right? I mean, maybe this, because I'll be honest. I have heard this sort of thing rumbling around in DC, and there's some connections there with the people, what you would call reputable people, because they served in an administration. Maybe they served in the Obama administration. They certainly served in the Biden administration.
And that's the thing is, so the Bidens and the Obamas hate each other because Michelle Obama is very good friends with Hunter Biden's ex-wife. So that's led to a significant problem where they don't like Hunter, and if you don't like Hunter, Joe doesn't like you. So
I don't believe I could put my conspiracy theory hat on, but I think that if anything, I think that Jennifer Aniston has been paid off to be part of these rumors. to offset the truth that Barack likes men. That's what that would be my most logical theory, is that they decided, like, hey, Jennifer, we're going to pay you all this money, but name's going to get thrown around the tabloids. You're going to be linked to Barack, but it'll make him look like he's straight. But meanwhile, he's banging dudes. Like, that's what I think would be the most logical scenario here, to continue to give the narrative that, hey, Barack is banging hot Hollywood chicks because he's a man's man, but he's not. He's banging dudes, but they don't want anyone to know that. This is it's like anything else, man. We're in the attitude era right now. So Barack Obama banging Jennifer Aniston, in their mind, that makes him cool. We got to make Barack sound cool. Barack's not going to be cool if he's banging some dude, but he's going to be cool if he's banging Jennifer Aniston. And that's how we get the cool points back. I just don't, that's my conspiracy on this whole thing, was that she's just paid off to be part of the tabloid rumor mill.
I would not be surprised if Holmes is right on with this, of like, oh, well, why don't we do this?
It's like, oh man, you give us problems, maybe you can have a problem or two.
Bingo.
But I'll tell you what,
next level. Just to be clear, you are suggesting that maybe there is something going on between Barack and Jennifer, and the Bidens are leaking it.
That's
Could
my
be.
guess. That's my guess.
Could be.
I'll tell you what.
No.
Go ahead, Ashbrook.
Bro, his chef is dead. We know what was going on with that chef. Okay? Where's the chef? Where's the investigation to the chef? There's a dead chef. Where's he at? Why did we never hear anything from this? Why? We know why. There's an exact reason why.
If it is true,
Big Mike took out the chef. Big Mike took out the chef.
and he leaves Michelle Obama high and dry, and she's dissatisfied, I cannot wait to learn about all of these secrets that Barack Obama has kept hidden over the years from Michelle Obama and her pals, because there's a whole past on Obama.
Oh, the long tail.
Nobody has written about, but she could be a first person witness.
Here he is alone at the
bro, him showing up by himself is crazy to me. It's crazy. I can't believe that. Things must be bad.
Trump inauguration, which really was stark. All these former presidents came in with their wives, and then there he was.
It was jarring.
All alone. It was jarring, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, just the spectacle of it all, and then seeing him alone. I mean, it really did. Like, just as a viewer, you knew she wasn't coming, but then you saw the visual of it, and you're like,
And then the Clintons were there together.
I mean,
the Clintons can be there together. What is going on with the Obamas?
And I talk about this with Maureen Callahan, but the fact that Michelle did not go to the Carter funeral, it really is kind of shocking, because she said, her team said she had an appointment. She had a scheduling conflict. Like, what could possibly be
for inauguration,
a conflict that would keep you away as a Democrat from President Carter's funeral and then the inauguration? It's like, I don't. And somebody was it Maureen? Somebody was saying she's having plastic surgery, right? But then he posts that picture of the two of them where she wasn't having plastic surgery. So what the hell's going on?
And it's clearly not a partisan thing. Like, Michelle's not trying to resist, so she skipped the inauguration, because she also skipped the Carter funeral. There's something happening there. There's something there.
They did a fist bump. I mean, that clears everything up, right?
I mean, there's, not to add insult to injury, but there's a Daily Mail report out today saying Kamala Harris's marriage may be on the rocks. Like, everybody's on the rocks.
All of these people said that Melania was going to leave Donald after the 2020 election. All of these outlets said that Melania was going to divorce Donald. And look what's happening. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide every single time. Every time. That's how it goes. I love it. The collapse of the Democratic Party is happening in real time right before our very eyes. And it's all because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has single-handedly done this all by himself. It's insane to think about. It's insane that he's accomplished this. It's crazy. I can't believe it. Yet here we are. Ministry of Wrong says Trump deserves a break after this. MAGA owes everything to him, but it can't end with him. It's our duty to make sure MAGA goes on even after Trump. I mean, I agree. I agree completely. And let's hope that that happens. I don't think that we can worry about that just yet. It's in about 2 years. 2 years time is when we're going to have to worry about that more than likely. Let's see. I got that one. Logan Miller says Trump is proof that American spirit is alive and well. Deep state cannot hold us down for long. Let's effing go. Litton 25 says, I know you didn't like the movie, but let's fucking go. What movie? You sent 20. I hope you didn't miss something, but I appreciate the 20. But what movie? Ryan says Trump can just have a quadriplegic elected and feed him commands via an earpiece for a third term. Obama did it. That is true. Interstellar. No, he says, I know you didn't like the movie. I liked Deadpool and Wolverine. Man of Steel, I don't like. I hate that movie. I don't understand that. So, like, everybody says I'm a Nolan simp, but I hate Man of Steel, like, passionately. Like, it is an abomination to movies. Man of Steel is an abomination. It's horrible. Jack Daniels for $30.99 is tinfoil hat time. Was the Wuhan lab leak intentional? With what we know now, it makes sense when China released the virus to the world while quarantining Wuhan. Was this the deep state way of trying to destroy Trump's economics? Yeah. I mean, I think that there's a lot of intentionality to the whole thing. I absolutely believe that to some extent. I mean, there was no way they were going to defeat Trump without it. There was no way. So I absolutely believe that there was some level of that intentional, for sure. 1000%. Let's see. The hypocritic oaf says, good day, Jeremy. Trump shot down the WEF agenda to their faces, was glorious in his recent address to them. It was absolutely glorious. Thank you. It was absolutely, yeah, we talked about it today on the first CobraCast. Fitted says Man of Steel wasn't Nolan. Man of Steel is a Christopher Nolan produced film that Christopher Nolan himself got greenlit. And Christopher Nolan had a hand in the story treatment and had a hand in hiring Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill. Christopher Nolan's fingerprints are all over Man of Steel. All over it. Yes, Zack Snyder directed it, but Christopher Nolan is the reason that movie exists. Vice for 20 says, you remember that male S worker back in the day that claimed he was hired by Obama? No. That's not ringing a bell. Yeah, he wrote it too. Yes, him and David Goyer. David Goyer and Christopher Nolan were involved in the story. Goyer goes to, so during The Dark Knight Rises, David S. Goyer has this outline. He takes it to Nolan. Nolan reworks it a little bit, then takes it to Warner Brothers and gets Warner Brothers to bite on it. And the rest is, history. So, the one that Tucker interviewed? Oh, yeah. Okay, I do remember that. Okay, I do remember the one that Tucker interviewed. Yes, I remember now. Yeah. I got you, Vice. Pre-Don Corpse with a 199 super sticker. Thank you. Appreciate that. Litton says, my bad. Bro, all good. You didn't have to send a 20 to say my bad. It's all good. Yeah, I got you. McReady. You didn't have to send 20 to say my bad. It's all good, bro. Were you talking about Man of Steel? By the way, if you like Man of Steel, I have no problem with that. I understand why a lot of people like Man of Steel. I get it. I get why a lot of people like that movie. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier with a good membership. Thank you. Okay, a couple things really quick I want to talk about. We've got this right here. That Ross guy that Trump released, that pardoned, he released a video right here. Here it is. Here we go.
Last night, Donald Trump granted me a full pardon. I was doing life without parole, and I was locked up for more than 11 years. But he let me out. I'm a free man now. So let it be known that Donald Trump is a man of his word.
Can you imagine that? 11 years. This guy was locked up for 11 years with life. And now he's free because Donald Trump signed a piece of paper. That's insane, dude. I'm blown away by that. I can't even imagine the emotions going through this guy's head right now.
Thank you so much, President Trump, for giving me this amazing blessing. I'm so grateful to have my life back, to have my future back, to have this second chance. This is such an important moment for me and for my whole family. It's an important moment for everybody who's been working for this for years. This is a victory, and it's your victory too. And this is an important moment for everybody, everywhere, who loves freedom and who cares about second chances. So it feels amazing to be free, to say the least. It's overwhelming, and for the next however long we need, I'm going to be with my family. So that we.
What did he do, Greedo Gaming? I am not familiar with this story. He created a website a while back called Silk Road, I think. I don't know the ins and outs of the story. So a lot of people have really jumped on this bandwagon of getting him free, which I'm glad the movement worked, and I appreciate that. But I can't pretend that I have had any vested interest in this story at all, because I didn't. The only reason I even knew the guy's name is because when Donald Trump went to the Libertarian National Convention, that was almost like, and correct me if I'm wrong, libertarians in the chat, but that seemed to be the number one thing that the libertarians were demanding from Trump, is to free this guy and to give him, a full pardon. Yeah, I know Ripa talked about it on Tuesday Night's Main Event. I'm just saying I can't sit here and recap it because I wasn't invested in the story, so I don't know the ins and outs of the story per se. He created a website, and apparently they claimed there was some illegal activity going on the website. But from what I understand, he should have been protected under Section 230, but I don't know. But either way, Donald Trump showed up to the Libertarian National Convention. He promised that he would free this guy on day one, and that's exactly what he did.
Can reunite and be whole again and heal. But there's a lot to talk about, and I look forward to re-engaging the free world. And so once I'm feeling up to it, we'll talk again.
Some people are saying he should be in jail. I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know the story behind it. What I do know is that regardless of what anybody's personal opinion on the situation is, I find it to be incredibly inspiring that as much as I've complained about libertarians and all that stuff, whatever, I'm over complaining about libertarians now. Because I've said my piece about it. But regardless of what you think, like the fact that they were able to band together over this many years and create the momentum to finally get a sitting president to look into it and acknowledge it and then release this man, that's a very inspiring story, regardless of your opinions on this, that, or the other. I think it's a great story. And it's a very inspiring story. at the very least. At the very least. Modalicia says, what did Barron say to Joe and Kamala? That's a mystery on the internet that we may never know. We may never know. Let's see. Sola Felix says Pete Hegseth nomination update. Also be less gay. That is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow night, he should the confirmation should be happening tomorrow night. I'll be covering that. So we'll see what happens. Marmillan says, I'm more shocked that Barack is a gay man. He left a poll to go to the hole. Rachel says, I got banned from 2 different all black live streams, and they specifically told me it was because I'm white. The comment I made, hi, everyone. I don't care about race, but I don't see white people ever do this. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Rachel. I would say don't put, and this is just being like, I'm not being like, sarcastic here. Don't join an all black live stream. Don't join an all black anything because you're asking, because they've already decided what they want. And so the whole point to bring anyone that's not black in there is so that they can demean you and disrespect you and chastise you. So don't go into an all black anything if you're not wanting to go into some type of situation where they're probably going to say something disrespectful to you. And that goes to like any other race or whatever, because I know that some fucking weirdo will probably clip me out saying that. I wouldn't go to something that was specifically all white because you're already making a standard there that's like, there's probably not a lot. When you're making something specifically about race, no matter what race it is, there's probably not a good situation to be involved in, you know? And that's kind of how I look at life in general. When I was younger and there were parties going on and there was a bunch of alcohol and drugs, that's a line in the sand for me. It's like, there's probably not a lot of good that can come from walking in here and being in this environment. You may still have fun. You may still end up having fun, but the numbers support that this is probably not a good situation to be in. And I try to keep myself out of situations I can't control. And if I have a concern before even entering a situation, I tend to keep myself out of that situation, you know? So, Puffy Mommy says, Jeremy, this attitude is immature and unacceptable. I would ask you what specifically, but that could probably apply to everything I say. So we'll just say, okay. So probably applies to everything. Let's see here. Lord Botha says, have you seen Tim Pool spurting out over West Virginia's new contractor law and how he now plans to root up everything and move to the States? I have not. No, I have not. I don't know. Like, I always wonder why he lived in, like, I guess it's, I just knew he was kind of up north. I didn't know specifically where it was. I guess maybe I have heard of West Virginia. I always wondered why he was in West Virginia anyway. Never really made a lot of sense to me. Chartart says, what, Jennifer Aniston get a sex change? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see. I hate I hate libertarians. This guy should have gotten out after all the J6ers. After this, I'm done with LOL libertarians. I mean, again, I'm not oh, here's Gary to and thank you. I appreciate it. You know, you look, everybody knows my stance on libertarians. So here we go right here. Gary said, where's it at? Here we go. Created Silk Road, lots of drug dealing, hookers, guns. So creating a site does not make you responsible for what happens on it. This is true. This is true. And if that was the case, then Mark Zuckerberg should be in jail. You know, if that was the case, then, well, literally everyone that's ever created any type of social media platform would be in jail if that was the standard, you know? So there you go. The Hypnotic Oaf says, yeah, I went back and saw what was said. I'm not mocking you, man, by saying something similar to what you said. It was my natural response. If I was going to mock you, I'd just call you gay. By the way, Jeremy, you're gay. Well, first of all, I appreciate being mocked because that's just what life is all about. So no problem at all, though, man. I appreciate the follow-up. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Dick Liquor says, hey, Jeremy and the 199. Hail, Jeremy, the 199. This is for real my first super chat, and my birthday was last week. Watch Javier Milei's speech at the WEF. He's south of the border of Trump. Yeah, no, dude, he loves Trump. He's a was he there today at the WEF? I haven't seen that one yet. I'll have to see if I can find that one. But he loves Trump. He's a massive fan of Trump, big time. We've got this one right here. Now, listen, I haven't seen this video yet. Okay, I haven't seen the video yet. The mayor of Philadelphia asks her constituents to teach her how to spell the word Eagles. It seems she still doesn't know. I haven't seen this, so I don't know what we're about to watch. Okay, so I don't know.
Just for the record, on today, we have to show the nation that your mayor's also a good student. So, Philly, are you ready to teach your mayor? Yeah! Teach your mayor how do we spell Eagles?
Hang on. Here we go. Okay. Here.
Let me hear you all say E-L-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Let's go, birds. Let me hear you all say E-L-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Let's go, birds.
Dude, that reminds me. What was that? I'll see if I can find it really quick. There was a Stone Cold Steve Austin promo where he was with Jonathan Coachman and he spells disrespect. And let me see if I can find it. You could tell, like, yeah, here it is right here. Okay, I gotta find it. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because there's probably like some copyrighted shit. Yeah, here we go. Is this it right here? God, Stone Cold's the greatest promo of all time. And Coachman was laughing. And then I think Stone Cold was like, that's how you spell it, right? Here it is.
I think he called them hillbillies. Very much, Coach. Stone Cold Steve Austin and these hillbillies, we're going to go out here and we're going to disrespect. We're going to disrespect. We're going to disrespect all over the dead man's ass. You can read my lips. Did you? I said D-I-S-R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Ain't that how you spell disrespect? Well, that's what the hell's going to happen now. You want to talk about?
Coachman was laughing the whole time because I think Coachman was like, is he going to mess this up? Oh, the GOAT Stone Cold, man. The GOAT. Greatest promo in history. Oh, that was great. Okay, where are we at? Let me catch up here. Let's see. Richard says he's limp walking for 2. Fentanyl Floyd says breaking. Barack divorces, starts dating D-Day Cobra. No. Heartbreaker says, remember Roger Podactor, Jeremy, if you know, you know. Piter of Las Vegas says no pics exist of Big Mike pregnant, and the 2 girls don't look alike or either of them. Let's see. Don't look alike like either of them. That is true. I've seen some Photoshop attempts at Big Mike being pregnant. I don't think there's a legitimate picture of Big Mike actually pregnant. I don't think there's ever been a real picture of Big Mike produced. I just don't. Let's see. Grand Potato says, let's set up as has been with another has been. Rachel says, I wish they would be more understanding of Michelle Obama. She was recently diagnosed with cancer, more specifically testicular cancer. Prayers up for Big Mike, everybody. Prayers up for Big Mike. This is the real problem going on right now. Prayers up for Big Mike. All right. Prayers up. Modalicious Obama and Larry Sinclair had a steamy love affair. Pastor David Manning. Ministry of Wrong Things says Ross made a completely free online Bitcoin-based market with no restrictions except no CP. The site was for everything. FBI used him to scare people. I believe it. I believe it. White Lando says, what's that? Did I just freeze up? Did I just freeze up? I just completely lost like connection. Am I still here? Am I back? Am I back? Are we good? Okay, we're good. All right. I'm not dead yet. They didn't get me yet. Editor MG says it was a website for voluntary exchange of goods and services. If you take my meaning, drugs were involved. However, noted. We're good. Not muted. Okay. Roy Lee Walker says Nick Rekieta isn't fun anymore. So can you do me a favor and tell my cousin John he's gay? He's watching at the moment. What? John, you're gay. Okay, John, this is for you right here. Okay, hang on, John. This is for you, John. Okay.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
There we go. Let's see here. Downs RFK says, wow, they're more retarded than me. Luke Voss, member message, 18 months. Thank you. iCrux says, are we allowed to say that fluid goes in your transmission yet? On Locals and Rumble, you are. Dude, I responded to somebody on my own channel, Geeks and Gamers. YouTube hid my comment. I can't find it. So I commented on the Geeks and Gamers channel as D-Day Cobra. And YouTube deleted my fucking comment. All these people could like constantly accusing me of deleting their comments, and you accuse other YouTubers of it. Like, no, YouTube just takes a shit down. I told them to fuck off, and then YouTube gave me the warning, like, are you sure you want to type this? It's so aggressive. So I put fug off with 2 G's, and I guess that got me yeeted as well. At least I couldn't find the comment anyway. Couldn't find it. Luke Voss says, was it Al Sharpton who misspelled respect when Trump talked about Aretha Franklin? Gotta find it. Maybe it was. Eric K says, you are back. Just we wish you were muted. Don't we all? Don't we all? I got to read a few super chats from earlier, by the way. We got more stuff to talk about tonight. So, Lady Pitbulls, this is going to be a long day of streaming. Let's effing go. Yes, it is. Force Ghost Jeremy in the house from earlier. I'm a Brit and I love Trump. What he is doing, I love Trump and what he is doing. Don't assume we are like our prime minister. Most of us hate him. No, I totally understand that. I totally understand that. Dark Side Harley Girl says Trump is pew-pewing the media. They cannot keep up. Texas, I got that one earlier. Be careful. Starmer will send the British pontoon boat, canoe, muskets, and their 5 troops to shut us down. Warbeer says, this is true shock and awe. Red Mage for 20. Are you here, Red Mage? Are you in the chat? I hope so. Red Mage, the declassification of the assassination files. There's definitely going to be some juicy stuff in there, and we're here for it. Yes, we are. UP says, Trump is doing the will of the people, such a Yahtzee. Ren says, I'm starting to think that when Trump laid out his agenda, it wasn't for the next 4 years. It was for the next week. Everything is happening so fast. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I see Laughing Man is here. Stitch says, time to release the Diddy files and Epstein files. Crew Kid says, put President Trump in a bulletproof, bomb-proof vault because you know that embeds at the FBI and CIA are going to get ideas after this. Agreed. Texas Green says, when they find out LBJ had Mac Wallace do Kennedy, MLK, and probably X2, this will break the black vote away. LBJ was a racist POS. So he said his son released the tapes admitting it all. Red Mage again. Are you here, Red Mage? Two $20 super chats from you. Also, the declassification just reminded me of the very last scene in The Rock when they're driving off with the microfilm and Nick Cage's last line of the movie. The Rock with Nick Cage and Sean Connery and Ed Harris is top tier. It's Michael Bay. It might be Michael Bay's best movie. Now, I haven't seen 13 Hours, which everyone says is great, but The Rock is probably, I'd have to look at Michael Bay's filmography, but I think The Rock might be my favorite Michael Bay movie. I absolutely love that movie. It's so damn good. Stephen DeLeon says, oh, I got that one earlier. Thomas says, Cash Patel confirmation hearing is next Wednesday. Just start a CobraCast and leave it streaming all day. Fireworks gonna happen. Pauline says, sending an email reworking with you about editorial. Noted. Grand Potato says, do you guys have the Terminator theme? I don't. Lord Botha says, don't let this distract you from the fact that that Tecmo Shadow dropped Ninja Gaiden 2 Black today. The real news. By the way, shout out to Stuttering Craig on the Real Game Awards. I watched that earlier. It was fantastic. It was so good. Bubs for 10 says, JFK Files was top of my list. Everything else is easy. That takes balls. UP says, remember Brandon not even knowing what he signed? Yes. John says, Trump declassified JFK Files the same day he revoked Pompeo's Secret Service detail. Lapco says, Al Gore just predicted Florida's ice caps will completely melt in less than a week. Are you ready for disaster? Bring it on. Bring it on. Bruce Leroy Jenkins says, nice to see Prez talking to non-pre-screen questions. This is true. Lean Back says, I believe in my heart this is all because of RFK Jr. He had to have told Trump he wants to read what happened to his dad and uncle with his own eyes, and also that the people must know the truth. I agree. Actual Jesus says, Jeremy doesn't read super chats. And Badger Toes says, go USA from a supporter from the UK. So we're caught up on the earlier stuff. Editor MG says, executive order declassification for RFK, JFK, and MLK. It's going to be and this is the disappointing part of all of it. I saw it where Autism Capital posted it. Let me see if I can find it. We talked about this, I believe, on Open Bar just a little bit towards the end. But this is probably the most disappointing aspect of all of this. And I'm not sure how to feel about this, by the way. Right. If I can find it. How many things have I bookmarked today? Good Lord. Here it is right here. So this puts I don't know. Per Trump's executive order declassifying the RFK, MLK, and JFK documents, the director of the NSA and the attorney general have 15 days to present a plan to Trump for the full and complete release of the JFK records. 45 days for RFK and MLK. It's happening. I don't like this. What's the point of classifying if it takes you 15 days to prepare it and 45 days to prepare it? I don't like that. That bothers me. Now, that's from Autism Capital. I don't know if I've heard that from anyone else. There's no community note on it. So I don't know if that's confirmed, by the way. Have you seen that reported from anywhere else? I haven't necessarily heard that. Let's see here. All right, right here. Here we go. This is probably what you guys were talking about. Argentina President Javier Milei announced there is a global alliance of anti-woke leaders, including himself, and then you see the rest of them right there. A global alliance of anti-woke leaders. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. That's it, baby. Down with the woke. We need the woke to be dead, to kill it off. Wokeness is a disease that will only destroy. It will only destroy. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this earlier. This, to me, should be getting more traction. I got to find it real quick in my bookmarks. But this, to me, I mentioned this earlier on my stream. So this to me is the biggest news in the past 48 hours. And it's not getting enough media attention, and it should be. And it's right almost way too, I can tell how busy things are because there's so many freaking bookmarks. Right here. This is the most important thing that Donald Trump has done. Calm down, everyone. Here we go. Donald Trump has signed an executive order naming Wave Race 64 the National Game of America. Boom. We've been waiting for this for decades. And finally, Donald Trump brings it home. Wave Race 64 is officially recognized as the National Game of America. Greatest president of all time. This is what we voted for. Joe Biden wouldn't do this. Joe Biden wouldn't do it. So I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy. What about GoldenEye? Yeah, there's probably a lot of arguments as to what that actual game could be, but who doesn't love Wave Race 64? I mean, come on. Another thing too, because you probably weren't here, some of you weren't here in the beginning. This Saturday is confirmed. This Saturday at MegaCon in a couple of weeks. We have it confirmed now that our panel will be at 12 o'clock noon on Saturday at MegaCon. So put that in your calendar. I'm gonna get an article on. Let's see. Hang on. I gotta mute my damn phone. Too many notifications coming in. But anyway, I will put an article up on geeksgamers.com giving all the details in terms of meetup spots, locations, all of that. But our panel is going to be at noon on Saturday, MegaCon. Can't wait. That's the perfect day. That's where we wanted it. So that worked out perfectly. This right here. Also, we've got some exclusive footage of Barron Trump at the White House, ladies and gentlemen. Exclusive footage of Barron Trump at the White House. That is exclusive to CobraCast. So please make sure you give us proper credit for that. Let me see. This right here. This right here makes me happy. I'm sure some of you have seen this already, but if you haven't, here you go. So you remember, all right? This guy right here, all right? God, I love the Trump administration.
I'm not going back to Haiti. One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
Okay, so hey, Tom Holman's got some opinions. Right here. Here's Border Czar Tom Holman.
You see that video, I'm curious, what do you think?
Well, he's wrong. He's going back to Haiti. I tell him that.
Let's go.
You see that video, I'm curious, what do you think?
Well, he's wrong. He's going back to Haiti. I tell him that.
Woo! And then Trump's got some interesting words for the people. Let's see.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Yes. Let's go. Man, it feels so good to have America back at the forefront. All right. Holy crap, man. It feels damn good. It really does. Let me see where this one's at. Okay, we got that one. You know what? I think I've played it a few times. I haven't gotten hit. I think we need to play it. All right. I think we need to play it. Here we go. Right here.
Put on notice, if you fuck around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before.
The forgotten men and women of our country will be forgotten no longer. 2024 is our final battle. They stole our jobs and they plundered our wealth. The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots.
The activation word, Ronald McDonald.
We will drive out the globalists.
All patriots go.
We will cast out the communists. America will start winning again, winning like never before. We will bring back our jobs. We will bring back our borders. And we will bring back our dreams.
Put on notice, if you fuck around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before.
Ah, love it. So good. So good. That's what it's all about right there. Let's see here. Laughing Man gifted a membership. Laughing Man. This is the first gifted membership Laughing Man has ever sent to the channel. So if you guys could thank, you know what? Because of Laughing Man's one gifted membership, because Laughing Man gifted a membership, I'm going to give some memberships. Okay? I'll give some memberships because of Laughing Man. Okay? So here we go. There you go. This is from Laughing Man, okay? So you better thank Laughing Man. All right? And boom. Laughing Man with 50 gifted memberships. Look at there. Laughing Man for 50 gifted memberships. Let's go. Thank you, Laughing Man. Dark Schwartz Rising for $20 says, let's see. Interstellar is an amazing film. Don't let Drinker and others claim otherwise. Every person I show the movie to loves it. Rock on. Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen, there's not a single human being on this planet that will ever take away my love for Interstellar. Interstellar is a movie that it inspires you. It shows you that there is potential for humans to, evolve beyond our possibilities at this point in time. It opens your mind up to exploration. It's inspiring. Hans Zimmer's score is truly one of the greatest scores of all time. Nolan uses no green screen at all practical effects, all on location. Matthew McConaughey's performance is unbelievable. And, so yeah, so it's an absolutely phenomenal film, in every way, shape, or form. But thank you for the 20. I appreciate that. Piano Dean says, my new song to fight dehydration. Hey, drink 8 glasses a day. Glug, glug, glug. If it gives your throat a hug, thirst, thirst, thirst. Man, it's the worst. Drink, drink, drink. It comes from your sink. Thank you. Great job, Piano Dean. Great job. Poppin' Fresh J with 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. MCU fan is probably losing it right now. Haas von Butterdotch with a gifted membership. Lance Finn with a gifted membership. Thank you. Vic Whiplash in the house. 13 hours is a must. My brother was an operator in that shit with those guys. Yeah, I've heard so many good things about 13 hours. I actually like a lot of Michael Bay's movies. His Transformers movies are just... The first one's really good. But after that, man, those Transformers movies are tough to get through. Very tough. Zinni Biscuit says some news about sending Fauci to Russia. Putin actually requested me, joking, but seriously, in the war over there, I want a bear man. What's up, Zinni Biscuit? Mailman says, sent you an XDM regarding recent, let's see, McAfee stuff. His account is reactive with his wife involved. Thought you might be interested. I saw that. I didn't know what was going on with it. Lance Finn says, I could believe it, but we all know Barry is gay. Mr. Zero says, theory, Obama banging the chef, falls in love. Big Mike finds out, offs the chef, gets covered up. Barack can't forgive Big Mike. One day there's going to be an AI movie about that, okay? There's going to be an AI movie about that. I'm telling you. This is believable as hell, too, by the way. There's going to be an AI movie. Clutch City fan says POTUS Trump has already done more than Biden did in 4 years and 3 days. Keep getting those wins. Hail the 199. Jeremy is still gay. Thank you, brother. Got that one. Ginger Cat says, what happened with Scott Pressler? Trump didn't even mention him on Inauguration Day. Did I miss something? No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, but I don't think there's anything that's happened. He's getting a lot of respect from a lot of people. Eric Cases, Dom said Simpy, MCU fan, has been practicing hugging mannequins at stores. It's so bad he has been banned from every store in a 50-mile range. That sounds about right. Editor MG says, saw it with him. Nick S says, MCU fan, I love you, bro, but I can't support you attacking Jessica. The battle begins. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. NDI says, MCU fan told me to tell you he thinks Chris's eyes are so beautiful and lovely and just say, kiss me. It reminds him of his mother. The hell's going on? Kramerica Industries, the Tesseract part made it dumb. I mean, I understand that. I do. I understand that. The Tesseract part is where it falls apart for some people, and I totally get that. The one part I wish that they would have explained that part a little more, and that's one of the flaws in the movie. If you listen to The Science of Interstellar from Kip Thorne, which is an audiobook, Kip Thorne actually explains that in The Science of Interstellar, and it's a failure on Nolan's part to properly explain what happened with the Tesseract and how, Cooper fell into it. It's because these future humans, they actually positioned it in that place, but that's not explained in the movie at all. Kip Thorne explains that in The Science of Interstellar, but the movie does not properly explain that. So I do understand that. Kramer, I got that one. Nate Branch says, stop being a fig. Love from Kansas City. Thank you. Well, he's wrong. Says he's going back to Haiti. That's great. That's great. There's a book, Take My Money. Well, it's an audio book. I don't know. There's probably a hardback too, but I have it on Audible. Andrew for $9.99. I know it's a small thing, but I gotta say, I really love how he contextualized MLK's dream in his speech. I know you probably don't care. I just find it so inspiring. Trump is one of the last preachers. Actually, no, I appreciate that, and I think that Trump, definitely wanted to put emphasis on that part. So, I mean, Donald Trump is, he understands that there's a lot of optics involved with a lot of the stuff that he's doing. He speaks from the heart for the most part. He doesn't really script much of what he says, but when he does do a prearranged speech, he knows what to put in there. So I totally understand that. Fantastic Snux says Kamala called saying it wasn't for Dougie's past about abusing women while calling himself a feminist. I might have won the election. Now I want a divorce. Maybe it could help him pay my $20 million in debt. Yeah, there was reports that Kamala Harris is blaming her whatever his name is, Doug Emhoff or whatever. There was reports that she was blaming him for her loss, which I think is just absolutely fantastic. Oh, by the way, listen, guys, it's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what was that? Oh, my gosh. What did we just witness, ladies and gentlemen? What? What? Why has there been no outrage? Why has there been no outrage about this? One more time. Good old Macron. Yeah, there you go. I don't know how to move forward right now. I am literally shaking. It's nonsense. Okay, I saw this. I'm not a fan of Michael Rappaport. Okay, but I saw this going around. Apparently, everybody's like, he's coming around. We'll see.
Joe Biden, smoking Joe Biden, pardon Dr. Fauci. Why would cadaver Joe Biden pardon the world's most famous doctor? And there's a lot of famous doctors. There's Dr. J, there's Dr. Pepper, Dr. Scholes, Dr. Seuss, Dr. Strangelove, Dr. Feelgood. Why would you pardon Dr. Fauci? What kind of a doctor has a pardon? When I go to a doctor's office and I look on their wall while I'm waiting to have my consultation, I want to see degrees. This medical...
No matter how much Michael Rappaport says like super like based things, it just doesn't land with me, man. It just doesn't land with me because of all of the stuff he said about Trump.
School. He went to a Columbia Medical School, Cornell Medical School. He studied this kind of medicine, that kind of medicine. I want to see pictures of him on vacation with his kids. I want to see a picture of him with his grandkids in Aruba. I want to see success. I don't want to look up on the wall and go, what is it? A pardon? I don't want my doctor to have a pardon letter on his wall. Why the would you pardon Dr. Fauci? What the did Dr. Fauci do to us? When I go into a doctor's office, I don't want anything. When I'm going into my colonoscopy, if I'm laying down about to get my colonoscopy and I'm looking up at the doctor and I see a pardon, a letter of pardon, I'm like, what the fuck did you do? Why you got that letter up there? Stop the procedure. Stop. I'm getting up off the table. You're getting heart surgery and they give you that medicine, that Michael Jackson. The last thing you want to see before you go out to get heart surgery, brain surgery, kidney transplant, or anything is a letter of pardoning from your doctor. What the did Dr. Fauci do that he needs pardoning? If he didn't do anything, he wouldn't need pardoning.
Yeah, like the whole thing just comes off as very like, I don't know, man. I think he just really, really, really wants to get attention. It feels like it just doesn't feel genuine to me at all. And I don't know, man. It doesn't land for me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's really waking up, but it just doesn't seem genuine to me. I don't know. So it's a bit overperformed. Yeah. I do understand that. I mean, he's an actor. He's an actor. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Just doesn't work for me. Okay, let's see where we're at. I had another bookmark. Let me see what I have here. Jennifer Aniston has turned off Instagram comments after DMs leak with affair with Obama. I don't. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny right there. Oh goodness. Let's see where we at. Jacob GB says that tweet was correct about JFK, RFK, MLK stuff. I saw it on the White House website. It has all the executive orders he signed so far. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. It is. Jared Armstrong says Joe Biden forever. Roblox head Leslie Headland says, Jeremy, you presented misinformation. Trump signed an executive order stating Starfield and Forspoken are the greatest video games of all time. Haas von Butterdutch says, what is bad to iron a 4-leaf clover? Why is it bad? Because you should never press your luck. Cappy Nose says, MCU fan is a simp. Ozymandias says, nerd test, Jeremy. Do you get the Laughing Man reference? Is it? I think it's like an anime, but I'm not sure. Nate Branch says, you're counting being a fig stops. Love from KCMO, Missouri. Let's see here. Indy I says, MCU fan needs to send gifties or will send poems. You got to send it? Right? Ghost in the Shell. That's right. I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, that's what it is. Ghost in the Shell. I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell. Jupiter Knight says, congrats to Mr. Krista on the 1st anniversary. Renz says, what? I can't even try to read that shit. Is so Simpy is going to send some gifted memberships? Is that what I'm understanding? Dick Licker says, Big Mike decided to go full trans and lop off what Barack loved about him. Marriage over. God. Manny says, the worst part of Interstellar for me is when John Lithgow tells Cooper to do his part and repopulate the Earth, and he's already the father of 2 kids. LOL. Solid film otherwise. Yeah, that part was pretty. I mean, I think that was. Nolan's not good at comedy. I don't know if that was an attempt at comedy, but yeah, that was kind of like, yeah, I got 2 kids, bro. I could barely, do what I need to do, and I got my kids. So, Fantastic Mr. Knox says, by the way, it's Dougie Suck Me Off. Greg Kirby says, bro, AOC should be mocked till she did a Nazi salute too. Yes, she did. Jared Armstrong says, big body baron Michael Rappaport. Tactical Dish Soap says, I liked him in Deep Blue Sea. I haven't seen that in forever. NDI becomes a new member. Look at there. Puffy Mommy says, do you think Joker is a Taxi Driver ripoff? I mean, it's inspired, but like, I don't think that's ever a bad thing for stuff to be inspired by. George Lucas literally ripped off like multiple properties to create Star Wars. That's the name of the game. I don't really have a problem when there's things that are inspired by other, great iconic films. NDI says, I got a membership just to send Krista emojis in spite of MCU fan. Jeremy, you're still very gay. Let's see. Justin over on Rumble says, Obama is using Jennifer Aniston to get to Brad Pitt. At the same time, Mikey Obama is using Epic Mike to get to you. Watch your booty purse. Cliff says, Jeremy, I'm currently working on getting myself back in shape. I'm currently 6 foot, 287 pounds. I enjoy listening to your content and the content of your peers while I work out. My goal at the end is 199 pounds. Brother, let's do it. You can do it, man. You can 100% do it. So I appreciate that. I'm glad that you find enjoyment by listening to my content and my friends' content. That is awesome. So keep up the good work, man. JD Corey says, Jeremy is a fig, so he used lots of balls. They just are not they just not won the air. What? P.S. Obama and Jennifer Aniston for real? Maybe. Johnny the Whiz says, a third Trump term can be Trump's compensation for his stolen 2020 election. He'll be much older, but he's a smart guy. He knows when he can't continue, and when the time comes, he can pass it to Vance. Agreed. Clown Pilled 199 says, rumor has it that Kamala cheated on her husband, Doug Emhoff, with his brother Jack. Ooh, that's spicy. Man, the Democrats are just completely falling apart right now. It is absolutely glorious. I'm loving this shit. I am loving this. By the way, because we talked a little bit about it on Open Bar, I want to play this because it's one of the greatest things ever. If I can find it right here. Okay, so this is one of the greatest things ever. So everybody knows the Christian Bale freak out, right? From Terminator Salvation. Everybody remembers that, right? Well, what about Bill O'Reilly's freak out versus Christian Bale's freak out? Here we go.
That's tomorrow. And that is it for us today.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
I want you off the fucking set, you prick.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
What don't you fucking understand?
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out?
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur. What don't you get about it? Are you professional or not?
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
To end the show?
No! No!
All right, go.
You're unbelievable, man. You're unfucking believable.
That's tomorrow, and that is...
Give me a fucking answer.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay. Let's go again.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, good for you.
Fucking thing sucks.
The fucking kick your fucking ass. You don't shut up for a second, all right?
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Stay off the fucking set, man. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally.
Oh, gosh, that is one of the greatest videos of all time. That is one of the greatest videos of all time. That joke went right over Jeremy's head. What joke? On a super chat? Let's see. The Joker, taxi driver, memberships, clown pilled. The Jack him off. Got you. Yes, that one 100% went right over my head. All right. Yep, I didn't catch that one. All right, we're good now. Good for you. Was it worth it? The hypnotic oaf becomes a new member. Thank you. Simon says Michael Rappaport's a bad actor. What kind of doctor does he think he is? Now I'm thinking twice about hiring Dr. Fauci as my biological warfare researcher. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah. Yep, I got it. This is what happens when you're on the internet and you have 5,000 or 4,000 people watching you. Miss a joke, you got 4,000 people screaming at you. Hey, Jeremy, you're a fucking retard. Sorry for being a retard. Sorry for being a retard. I apologize. Whatever happened to Bale, or what actually happened to Bale in terms of that freak out, or just in general? He hasn't been doing a lot of movies recently, but in terms of that, yeah, they were in an intense scene on set, and the guy kept walking in between the set and messing with the lights, and he lost his mind. It was awesome. It was super cool. Mr. No One gifts a membership. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. And was there anything else that I had for us to talk? Oh, didn't Sean Hannity do his interview with Trump? His second part or whatever? Yeah, here it is right here. Is this it? Here we go. This is all that they have on the Fox News channel, but we can watch this.
About the economy. Okay, so will the tax cuts be permanent? No tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. And explain, when you talk about all of this money under our feet, and the golden era of America, and energy, drill baby drill. How do you get these companies to invest billions? And how quickly are they going to extract this energy and maybe supply Western Europe? Because I agree with you. It's money that will save this country.
We have more oil and gas than any other country, and we're going to have more. And with Anwar, which he ended, Anwar is the biggest. Anwar could be, that's in Alaska, could be as big or bigger than Saudi Arabia. We have more than any other country. It's a great thing. It's a great asset because China doesn't have that. I mean, China does not have that. They have to go out the old-fashioned way and buy it. We have more than anybody. We're going to become a wealthy country again, and energy is going to lead the way. But there'll be other things also, tariffs, because tariffs, we were our wealthiest in the 1890s. Yeah. Okay. And by the way, we're going to rename Mount McKinley into Mount McKinley because he was a great president from Ohio. He was a senator from Ohio. He was a very successful businessman who believed strongly in tariffs. He ran for the Senate, he won. He ran for the presidency, he won. He was ultimately assassinated in his second term, but he made the country very rich. And Teddy Roosevelt then came along, and I'm not knocking Teddy Roosevelt, but he spent the money that was made during the McKinley years, and he did, a lot of great things, like building the Panama Canal. The most expensive thing, the most expensive thing we've ever built is the Panama Canal.
I have to show you guys something that I just saw. Look at this. Tell me Trump's not having an impact. It's not coincidental. The New York Police Department has announced that for the first time in 30 years, there were 0 shooting victims reported in New York City over a 5-day period. I'm going to repeat that one more time. The New York Police Department has announced that for the first time in 30 years, there were 0 shooting victims reported in New York City over a 5-day period. Trump, the Trump effect, baby. That's what it is.
And you're serious
and
about
unfortunately, Jimmy Carter gave it away for $1. Oh, no, we're going to have to take it back. China is running the Panama Canal right now. That wasn't the deal.
And
it should have never been given. Well, the deal was not that China is going to run the Panama Canal.
If we became energy dominant and we provided all of Western Europe with our energy, wouldn't that help bankrupt Putin? Number one, he wouldn't be able to fund his wars. And number two, and I think that would make the world a safer place. And the amount of money we're talking about, would America become the single most energy wealthy country in the world? And what would that mean for paying down our debt, saving
We could
Social
supply
Security?
the whole world with energy. That's what we have. For hundreds of years, we could supply the whole with, at this moment, the best energy, because natural gas is clean and it's powerful. You need power, and it's consistent. Not like wind. The wind blows and then it doesn't blow, and the things cost a fortune. They're made in China and they kill the birds and they're horrible. We don't want windmills in this country. We're putting an order out. I've already sort of done it. We don't want windmills. If you have a house and you're in vision of a windmill, your house is worth half.
Oh shit. Look at the follow-up tweet. Update, the 5-day streak has just ended. As moments ago, a man was shot on Linden Boulevard in East New York, Brooklyn. This comes after the NYPD announced that for the first time in 30 years, there were 0 shooting victims reported in New York City over a 5-day period. Jesus Christ. It's not funny, but it kind of, jeez. Good Lord.
A disaster. And nobody wants them, and they're the most expensive energy of any kind of energy.
I jinxed it.
You know what else people don't like? Those massive solar fields built over land that cover 10 miles by 10 miles. I mean, they're ridiculous, the whole thing. And by the way, you know where the panels come from? 100% of the panels, they're made in China. They're made in China.
You had a call with President Xi. We have 3 top geopolitical foes. We have Russia, China, and Iran. I want to ask you about all 3. You put out a statement on Putin today. We'll get to that. But let's start. You had a conversation with President Xi. We have problems with them. They have territorial ambitions with Taiwan, intellectual property theft, their unfair trade practices. How'd that conversation go?
It went fine. It was a good, friendly conversation. I had a great relationship with them prior to COVID. I had a very good relationship with them. I thought it was a very good conversation. We've had other communication before that. They are a very ambitious country. He's a very ambitious man. He's a man that was, I don't want to be naive and say my friend, but he was like my friend. We had a very good relationship. I had a very good relationship with Putin also. I would say Iran is a different story. I will be honest with you. Iran is a whole different thing. That's a religious deal that is very dangerous.
That's the
very, very dangerous. It's a very dangerous situation. That could be a big problem. You know, with Kim Jong-un of North
think you
Korea.
can make a deal with Xi? Do you think that you can prevent Xi from his territorial desire to take Taiwan? Can you make a deal with him on making more fair trade practices? Because I know you.
No, I can do that because we have something that they want. We have with a pot of gold. Don't forget, we paid. You know, what we lost to China last year? $1 trillion. $1 trillion because of their stupidity with their trade policies. Now, I put tariffs on China. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars, and Biden was unable to end them because it was so much money, you couldn't do it in terms of the budget. He wanted to end them. He did everything he could to end them. He couldn't get it done. But we have one very big power over China, and that's tariffs. And they don't want them, and I'd rather not have to use it. But it's a tremendous power over China. China gets a lot of its money from the United States. They use that money to build a military. Isn't it crazy?
How come
And
they
so
have
we have a lot of
hypersonics
power.
and Russia has hypersonics? We don't. Oh, you
Because
ready?
during Obama's administration, they stole the design for Russia stole the design. They got it from
us.
Some bad person gave them design. It was our jet. Now, I authorized the building of hypersonic, and we're doing super hypersonic, actually, which is even a step better. But and we'll have them starting fairly shortly. But Russia got them, and they built them, whereas they stole them during the Obama administration. Obama, not Biden, not anyone else. They probably stole plenty from Biden. We'll hear about that too. But they stole the hypersonic stuff, and they made hypersonic missiles.
Will we have the resources for the next generation of warfare? I don't believe we're going to fight future wars on battlefields. They're going to be fought in air-conditioned offices.
Much different. Well, I don't know. I heard you say that last night. They're going to be. They're going to be fought in a lot of different ways, including offices. But
you don't quite
very
agree
big
with me.
things are becoming drones now. Drones are becoming more important than
You
jets.
push a button.
I said the other day to somebody with great knowledge who actually were bringing into the administration, I was saying a certain type of fighter jet that I really like. He said, well, it's good if you don't like the pilot that flies it because the chances of him coming back are very small.
All right, let's go. You sent out.
In other words, technology is changing.
And we have to be in the front of it.
We have to be.
And you said that about AI, which I believe is brilliant. You put out a truth on Vladimir Putin today.
Yeah.
You seem to have had a relationship with him and you've talked about ending this war in Europe. And you want to end it quickly. How quickly can it end?
Should end immediately. Should have never started. That would never have started if I were. I used to talk to Putin about it. Ukraine was the apple of his eye, but there was no chance that he would ever do it. And he didn't do it. For 4 years, he didn't do it.
Have you spoken to him?
I don't want to say, but I will tell you, it's got to end. And if you look at I'm just talking from a human life. I don't care, Russia, Ukraine, US. These are human beings that are just being slaughtered on this battlefield by the millions. They've already died in cities. The cities are like demolition sites. Many people died.
Can I be honest? No offense to anybody that lives in these areas. I personally, as an American, don't give a fuck about the war in Ukraine and Russia. I just don't. All I care about is the United States going to start sending billions of dollars to Ukraine. That's really all I care about. I don't give a shit. Let them figure it out. But like, I just don't want the United States to send billions and billions of fucking dollars to Ukraine. That's all I care about. If that makes me an asshole, that makes me an asshole. I don't give a shit.
One thing with the Ukraine war, you're going to find many more people died than think. This is a war that should have never started. Biden did a horrible, horrible job in allowing that war to start. Should have never started. It would have never started. It wasn't even tough from that standpoint. One thing, so he allowed energy to go up, way up. If he brought it down, the war wouldn't have started because Putin wouldn't have had the money. Putin makes all his money on energy. And Biden let it go to a record, and Putin had so much money, he was able to do it. So, but that's only one thing. That wasn't even the biggest reason. What was said at the time was so bad. I said, he's going to drive that guy into doing this.
A minor incursion? When he
Well, he
said
used
that?
the word minor incursion. That
And
was
don't.
bad. But he said things worse than that. And Putin shouldn't have done it too. I mean, I'm not blaming the only one. Putin shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have done it, and it has to stop. Do you know they've lost about 850,000 Russian soldiers and 700,000 Ukrainian soldiers?
And the Ukraine has been devastated.
Devastated.
Will it be a negotiated settlement, and will you lead the negotiation?
Well, I hope so. And I put out a truth today that's really strong, and I mean it. And if they don't do that, I'm going to put massive
Explain. If
tariffs.
they don't do what?
If they don't settle this war soon, like almost immediately, I'm going to put massive tariffs on Russia and massive taxes and also big sanctions. And I don't want to do that. You know, I love the Russian people. They're great.
I feel like Trump has already said this to Putin, and Putin is not budging. That's why Trump is saying it publicly now. Trump wouldn't be saying this publicly about the tariffs if he hadn't already discussed this privately. So it sounds to me, based on information we have, it sounds to me like Putin is not budging. And so now Trump is playing the public game of like, all right, here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to take my private conversations public and let the public know what I'm going to do. That's what it sounds like to me.
People, I don't want to do that, but we got to get this war ended. And if they don't make a settlement like fast, and Zelensky, I will say this, he wants to settle now. He's had enough. He shouldn't have allowed this to happen either. No. You know, if he's no angel, he shouldn't have allowed this war to happen. First of all, he's fighting a much bigger entity, okay? Much bigger. When he was, you know, talking so brave and so, now two things happened. They were brave, but we gave them billions of dollars. The United States spent $200 billion more than Europe. Why did we spend more? You know why? Because Biden never asked Europe to spend more. They spent 200.
It became a U.S.-Russia proxy war because of Joe.
Zelensky was fighting a much bigger entity, much bigger, much more powerful. He shouldn't have done that because we could have made a deal, and it would have been a deal that would have been, it would have been a nothing deal. I could have made that deal so easily. And Zelensky decided that I want to fight. You know, they have 30,000 army tanks. Russia has 30,000 army tanks. Zelensky had none practically. You don't fight those. Now, then we started pouring equipment, pouring. And they had the bravery to use the equipment. But in the end, that's a war has to be settled. So the field is interesting because it's very flat. It's great farmland, okay? It's very flat. There's no protection. The only thing that's stopping a bullet that gets shot, they can go for miles, is a human body. And they're being hit left and right. And they're losing millions of people. Young, beautiful people are dying on the battlefield. And it's got to stop.
Zelensky did say for the first time that he would be open to a negotiated settlement.
He says that. He should have said that a long time ago.
You put Iran in a different category. I keep reading and I talk to my sources.
Well, they're religious zealots. It's different.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
When I came in, I met with Obama. Right there, we sat. And we talked. I said, what's the biggest threat? North Korea.
You guys were yucking it up in the church service.
Yeah, we were. Someday I'll tell you what we said.
Someday you'll tell
me.
No,
we had a nice time. But he said North Korea is the biggest thing. And I solved that problem. And I got along with him. He's not a religious zealot.
Will you reach
he
out
happens to be a smart guy. Kim Jong-un is a smart guy.
You'll reach out to him again.
Shut up, Hannity.
I will. Yeah.
All right, my
he
last
liked
question
me and I got
your
along with
staff
him.
is going to kill me and I don't want to get, I have friends here.
Fine. I'm not Obama.
You're not Joe either.
I'm not Joe. No, they had very strong rules. Obama's staff too.
All right,
They
last
stopped
question.
him from speaking. And Joe, they usually didn't let him start. No, they're fair.
That's the best part of the interview right there.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
Yeah, I can't stand Sean Hannity. I really can't stand him. He's a terrible interviewer. He asks a bunch of stupid questions that nobody, establishment people are interested in. That's not the questions that the American people that voted for Donald Trump are interested in. But Trump likes him for some weird reason. JM Alias says, hi, first time member message. Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Look at that laughing man with another gifted membership. Let's go. Let's see. BF says, it's so horrible with China stealing intellectual property. I have literally caught those people stealing my hard work photography, changing one thing and making it their own, and we can't do anything about it. China's a dangerous, situation for sure. There's no doubt about that. 12 says, Ronan, thank you for the 20. I appreciate that. I'm sorry to hear about your photography. That actually sucks. Watch 13 Hours. You will love it. Also, Green Lantern, Emerald Knights animated DC movie for the best Green Lantern movie that will ever exist. Nathan Fillion as Hal Jordan. NDI says, feel free to think said, I hear you were thinking of doing less CobraCast. I know you need to do more G&G vids, but I don't think you realize that CobraCast is life for a lot of us. You give us sanity. I agree. I really appreciate that. I do. Like genuinely, like that's super cool. And I thank you. So again, I have not, like, as much as my intent was to dial CobraCast back, every time I do a stream, you guys scream at me, for more, and it makes me want to just do more and more. So whatever it takes, that's the motto. Mr. No One says, Gifty Breakdown chat, I'm not doing my part. Jeremy, I'm doing my part. Laughing man, I didn't do fucking shit. The chat is a disaster. Let's see. The Bob the God Made says, it's really annoying listening to people like Hannity complain about Russia and China's territorial ambition, but cheerlead other countries taking land. Shorty Short says, time for Europe to defend themselves. America first. Same Millennial says, I'm okay with us giving up Fauci to Putin to stop the war. That's a win for us. If we can't prosecute him, then let Putin or anyone else. I agree. Someone said CobraCast is the best thing you do. I mean, that's cool. I appreciate that. We just have so many things that are going on, and prioritizing is part of my struggle right now. I'm so proud of all of the stuff we do, whether it's Geeks Gamers Daily, Tuesday Night's Main Event, obviously CobraCast, the gaming streams. I love the Wednesday gaming streams. Mario Kart was so fun last night. I had a blast playing Mario Kart for the first time in forever. IPAM says, let's see. What is the largest country that the U.S. Coast Guard could take over with full force by themselves? I have no idea. I have really, really close friends that were really high connected in the Coast Guard, though. So maybe I could ask them, but I don't know. I guess Greenland. Yeah. Angel says, is Laughing Man single? Asking for my bank account. Laughing Man? You guys should play Mario Kart a lot more. Man, I loved it. I had so much fun. And I did stream my perspective of Mario Kart on Locals last night. Not for just the members, but like just, it was publicly available. So if you want to see my perspective from on Mario Kart last night, I streamed that on our Locals last night. Look at there, Laughing Man. Would CobraCast exist without Jack Murphy and Drunk 3PO pushing Jeremy to go live? Probably not. Okay, so we are at the end, ladies and gentlemen. Another one in the books. Don't forget, tomorrow's a big day. I plan on being on Friday Night Tights tomorrow, and then after that, we will have a CobraCast tomorrow night to cover the confirmation hearing for Pete Hegseth, or the confirmation vote, I'm sorry, for Pete Hegseth. So that's going to be a huge, huge day. CobraCast tomorrow night. It is happening. Can't wait. So that's going to be huge. And so I appreciate all of you. Orlando meetup. There's the RSVP from Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. If you have not RSVP'd for the meetup, please do so. And don't forget, we have the panel announcement. It was for noon that Saturday, February 8th, I believe. The same day as the meetup, we're going to have the panel at MegaCon. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Thank you guys so much. Laughing Man with another gifted membership. That is 3 gifted memberships. Laughing Man and Brock have dropped a total of 4 gifted memberships tonight, guys. 4 gifted memberships. Isn't that awesome? Indy I says, Jeremy, you're my best friend. Look at that. That's so nice. So nice. Did I do Rumble Rants? Yes, I got Rumble Rants. Let's see. Yep, I got all the Rumble Rants that I see here. I've only got 4. John Ambler with the gifted membership. There's another gifted membership. Oh, that's right, Laughing Man. That's right. I'm sorry. Laughing Man did 54 or 53. Sorry about that. You are correct. 54, 53, whatever it is. Let me see. Swig of water for the working man. Roll Tide. That is right. Roll Tide. Hopefully I'll actually get a little bit of sleep tonight. So, but anyway, 1992 space movie with a gifted membership. Fantastic Mr. Knox with a gifted membership. God dang it. Is this what you guys are going to do? MCU fan says, don't gift memberships. All right, let's see here. You missed John Ambler. No, I didn't. John Ambler just dropped one. Boozing again? I've never boozed ever. Same Millennial with 5 gifted memberships. Max K for a gifted membership. Thank you. Warbreer with a 199. Laughing. Oh my God. Laughing Man with $1. So is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing now? Fine. Fine. Let's see what you guys think about this. Okay.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know.
Macho man, yeah.
Damn! We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
What more do you want from me?
No, get those lights off. Off. Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off. Let's go. Ready? Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights.
Couldn't leave. I mean, come on. That was too much fun. I was thinking about it. I was like, should I end it right there? No, I gotta say goodbye. So you guys are insane. Laughing Man with 50 gifted memberships. Doug B dropped an insane amount, like bunch of 50s. Holy crap, man. Like, what is happening? You dropped a 50, right, Laughing Man? Holy crap. Noble Spitfire dropped 5. Laughing Man dropped 50 gifted memberships. 50. Holy shit. Maddening with a gifted membership. Mr. Peckerwood with a gifted membership. Nunes with a gifted membership. NDI with a gifted membership. Alex McCarthy with $1. Flag Ninja with $1 or gifted membership. Cornboy with a 101. Laughing Man with $1. Warbird the 199. Max K with a gifted membership. John Ambler with the gifted membership. Jeff Spitzer says this counts as $1, right? NDI with $1. Lance Finn with the gifted membership. John Murdoch with $2. Well, he's wrong. He's going back to Haiti for $2. Noble Spitfire for $5. Savvy Bane 199 for a gifted membership. Eric K says Jeremy is a better stream already. Angel with $1. Warbrew says Chaircast. John Ambler says finally a stream is less gay now. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with a gifted membership. NDI says pink Nerf gun. That's a Fortnite gun. Alex Slusher says Jeremy is the GOAT. Fantastic Mr. Knox says 5 + 4 = 54. Ghetto Mouth. Noble Spitfire says Jeremy the GOAT. Mitchell Field says, Jeremy, who is your next guest on the show? Babo Yogi says, now we have a straight host. Jeremy rules. Ministry of Wrong Things says, what is it like to have Jeremy's bum in your lap? Todd says, wow, that's an interesting chair. Tell us more. Warren Smith with a 99 or 199 super sticker. Jake Skywalker with a 99 cent. Doug B with $50. Doug B with another $50. And Doug B with a third $50. Those closing words from Jeremy were worth another 50. Jeremy, teach Jeremy how it's done. Holy crap. Let's see. We got Noble Spitfire says, Jeremy, if you don't speak up, you like wiener. Angel says, Jeremy getting laid probably with $1. Supposedly he's black from the waist down. Night, y'all. Mitchell Field says, sometimes Jeremy works too hard and needs a vacation. How long until people cosplay as you? Tommy says, what's up, Jeremy's chair? First-time viewer, long-time super chatter. You should stream alone more. Jeremy is gay. Indy I says, Jeremy, I want to thank you for all you've done. Noble Spitfire says, Jeremy, if you don't speak up, you admit Interstellar is a Kamala tier movie, going once, going twice. Clown Pilled 199 with the 101. Stormbringer says, just a friendly reminder to consider putting the Geeks Gamers flag hoodie back in the merch store. I can't be the only one that wants it. Thank you. Noted. Mitchell Field says, Jeremy, rumors are that you are having an affair with a vibrant pedal officer chair. Do you wish probably to comment? Jeremy says no. Dick Liquor says, Jeremy is takeover. Who needs the streamer anyway? Max K with the 199. Brennan says, where did my figlet Jeremy go? Maddening says, for Jeremy. Where's that? Where'd it go? Brian says, I want more D-Day Cobra. Hayden says, you tard. That wasn't intentional. Woo! We are all caught up. You guys are insane. I appreciate it. Hayden, I'll see you in Orlando. Doug, are you heading to Orlando? I know Laughing Man will be there. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. But I really appreciate all of you. Salty Lead Farmer says, need a Jeremy takeover shirt. Maybe one day. But thank you guys. Insane. Seriously. What the hell, man? This show is amazing, and it's all because of you guys. I appreciate you guys allowing me the opportunity to have dumb streams with also talking about serious topics, memes, having fun, all of that. The best chat on the internet. Love you guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow night we're covering all of the stuff with Pete Hegseth with his hearing. BMO Better says, hail Jeremy 199. I got it. And then Mitchell Field says, is Jeremy going to be at the meetup? Maybe he will be at the meetup. We'll see. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.